And so while she's away doing the washing, I says to myself, ring up that bloody Ben Fordham. I don't want to see him in me, mate. Ring up. So I find him on the net, right? Listen to this, guys. I rings up the show. So I rings the 1300 number. Next minute, I bring Kazza in. She's sitting there looking like she's bored now. She's got to work. I got to keep it working.
No.
There you go. Right. So anyway, I rings into the show, guys, and I gets the lady who takes the phone calls, knows everything. And she's gone, "G'day, how you going? You ring in about the beer economy." Well, of course, folks, I've got no idea about what they're talking about on the radio, right? The beer economy. But then it's come in on the phone. She's gone, "Oh, you have to hold a minute." So then I got a bit of a guess of what they're talking about. Beer economy. Okay, all Aussies, we know about a beer economy. So she says to me, she comes back on and she's gone, "Okay, hey, what's your name?" I said, Dave Graham. I said, "I'm from Wollongong." She went, "Oh, yeah." And she's gone, I said, "Listen." And she's gone, "I see you want to talk about the beer economy." And I went, "Well, yeah." And she's gone, "Okay, so you're right to go on here." I went, "Yeah." And I said, "But hang on." She's gone, "What?" I says, "I want something off you." I said, "If I do this for you," I said, "I want you to get me in touch with Ben Fordham because I need to talk to him." And she went, "Oh, sweet, I'll talk to you afterwards." So cut a long story short, guys, they put me live on radio and I just cracked it, all right, and set up the beer economy. I'll tell you what it was. We set up the Crown Lager at $50 a carton, guys, and we work from there. Okay, so we go up for the craft beer, we go down for the VB, the Tui shit and all that, So that's how we worked it. And anyway, I had no idea what I was doing, but I got on there, bluffed my way through. She's come back to me and she's gone, "Wow, you done such an excellent job on there." And I said, "Well, listen," I said, "I wanted to talk to Ben Fordham." I said, "I do podcasts 5 nights a week." I said, and he had the Cooker Watch on there the other day. I said, "And I'm the guy from Wollongong who used portrayed to be, like harassing people at the beach, giving a message out." I said, "So I think that I should be able to come on your show and we should hear both sides of the story." And man, she just cut me off and I went back to the show link and I'm going, fuck, and I'm sitting there listening. And she come back in about a minute. She's gone, "You send Ben an email at this address. You'd be ready for the show Monday morning. You're on." So guys, we just made the Ben Fordham show on 2GB on Monday morning, Australia-wide. I get to red pill people in a good way. All right, I got to be pretty smart about it. But, guys, that was just an off-the-cuff phone call, man. I've gone straight through studio, straight live, smashed it, and then they've given me the opportunity to come on. So, big day. We want every freedom fighter in the country listening to 2GB. We want to throw their ratings through the roof on Monday morning, guys, when I get on that channel. All right. And that is going to be another optic for them. Because if we get like a couple of, tens of thousands of people, right, dialing into this thing, man, guess what? We make a mark. This is mainstream media, guys. We got it. We got an opening. Okay. So I'll do you proud. I'll tell you. I will. I know it. Because you know why? Because it won't be me. It'll be the big fella. Right. He's opened the doors and he'll carry me through there. So we got this, guys. Mainstream media, Monday. Red pill time.
Yeah, g'day, Chris. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Look, I think it's a great thing, mate. I mean, us Aussies are, we're pretty good at working stuff out between ourselves and getting stuff done. In the old days, it was always a backhander of a bit of a slab of beer or, every council.
Don't know what backhanders you're talking about, mate. Back in the day, there were a few of them that went on.
Yeah, well, back in them days, it might have on 61, Chris. So, yeah, I've been around a little while, mate. But, no, look, I think with the variation of beer that we have today, with all the craft beer, we could actually set a financial, thing that would actually work with beer. You know what I mean? I don't drink, but, Aussies love their beer. So, yeah, I reckon we have everything out there, We've got all these different blends and brews now. And
well, what would you set it at, Dave? What would a Crown Lager be worth?
What, a carton?
Yeah, sure. Go.
Okay, you'd have to set it around the $50. You'd have to drop it a bit, okay, and just bring it back into the norm, $45, $50, and that'd set the standard Crown Lager, I reckon.
And then what would be the equivalent of a 5-cent piece?
Probably VB.
Oh, come on, mate, it's 100. You know what the 5-cent piece is? Carlton Cold. Dreadful. Dave from Wollongong, thanks for calling.
Oh, Guru is on 2GB Monday morning with Ben Fordham. Oh, well, there you go. That'll be fucking amazing. Yeah. Well, I don't know that that's exactly the way we want to present it anyway. Good luck to Guru. Let him do it. Let's get into tonight's show, shall we? God. I'm horrified at that thought. But anyway, let's just see how it goes. Well, that's the thing. I don't think they're not going to put me on 2GB. They will put Guru, but they won't put me. And they won't put you. So no, well, and I understand their reason. Well, not their reasoning, but I understand their thought pattern because I've been part of it. I know how it works. So yeah, 100%. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to hear how Ben handles it. I don't think he'll be respectful, which is probably a bit of a worry. I would hope he's respectful to Dave because Dave is fighting the good fight, and because his car's buggered at the moment, he was out doing what he could on Australia Day to try and wake people up. And if that was, drawing messages in the sand, hear,